Alright, today guys, I'm going to be rating every single fruit for grinding in Blox Fruits. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, join the Discord link in the description below for giveaways and more, and let's get into the video. So maybe you guys don't know what grinding fruit to pick. There are tier lists, but today we are not doing a tier list. I'm just going to rate them. But yeah, basically how this is going to work is I'm going to start with the rocket fruit, go all the way down here to the kitsune fruit, and just rate every fruit out of 10 and basically tell you why it's either good or bad. So let's start. First we have the rocket fruit. Now rocket, for the lowest price fruit in the game, it's actually not too terrible, bro. It's not bad for the price, but still price doesn't really matter in this video, so I have to give this a 3 out of 10. Next is spin, another low priced fruit, pretty short range to be honest. I would say it's like slightly better than the rocket fruit, so I'll give it a 3.1 out of 10. Next we have chop, and chop for grinding, it depends to be honest. It depends if these guys have a sword or not, because if they have a sword, 10 out of 10, because they just can't hit you and it's easy grinding. You can just M1 them, but if they don't have a sword, it's pretty terrible. Look at this, bro. I don't know what this is supposed to be, but yeah, I'm going to give this a 4 out of 10. A 4 out of 10 because a lot of NPCs have swords, so it's pretty easy to just equip your chop fruit or buy your chop fruit and M1. Next we have spring. Look at the moves, guys. Let's be real. 2 out of 10. Next, we have bomb. Not much to say about this fruit, to be honest. It's kind of bad, but there is no but. It's just kind of bad. 2 out of 10. Next, we have the smoke fruit, our first Logia, which is pretty good for NPCs that are lower level than you. I will have to give this a 4 out of 10 just because it is a Logia and the moves aren't too terrible. Next, we have the spike fruit. I love to call this off-brand dough because just look at this. That's like the dough F/C move. Whirlwind, okay, unrelated. Spike summon is like dough X, and spiky barrage is also like dough X. It's bad, but like it's not terrible, I guess you could say. 3 out of 10. Next is flame, the first good fruit, I would say. Not great, but good. We have the flame C, pulls them up. A bunch of other moves that are pretty good. Awakened, of course. Unawakened, I'll definitely have to give this thing a good 6.7 out of 10. It's pretty good for grinding. It does a bit of knockback, but it's good. And it's a Logia. Falcon fruit, awful, to be honest. Especially for the price, bro. It's so mid, bro. I'd have to give this thing a 3 out of 10. Not even. 2.5 out of 10, actually. The ice fruit, 0 out of 10. This thing is terrible. Never use this fruit in your life. If you're an ice user, you don't take showers and you've never been outside. Next, we have sand. And sand, it's a pretty good first sea fruit, but overall grinding, it's just like kind of all right. It's kind of there. Another 4 out of 10 for me. Next, we have the dark fruit, and dark fruit's not too terrible because it has moves that bring the opponent in, moves that suck them up, moves that stun them, so it's not too terrible. I'll give this a 7 out of 10 because it's a little bit better than the flame fruit. So yeah, this definitely gets a 7 out of 10. Not too shabby. All right, next is diamond. Now diamond, as we all know, does damage reduction, which is pretty good, but the moves are kind of all right for grinding. Like, look at all that knockback, and the rest are just kind of like stun / blinding moves, but I don't know, it's not terrible. It's just there. 6 out of 10. Raids are a different story though. Light fruit. Oh my gosh, bro. All right, light fruit, an amazing grinding fruit, okay? We have all of these moves. We have the stunner move. We have the shooting move. Barely does knockback. We have the C move. Amazing. Everything. We have the fast flight to get from grinding island to grinding island. This thing, especially in the first C, unawakened, still amazing. 10 out of 10. Our first 10 out of 10 grinding fruit, bro. Next, we have rubber. 4 out of 10. Next is barrier. Yeah, I think you guys have used barrier probably, or heard the reputation of barrier. Yeah, 4 out of 10. Next is the ghost fruit, and ghost fruit might be higher than you expect. The X move doesn't do too much knockback, and all the moves are pretty mid to long range, and they do a good amount of damage, and you also have 2 lives with too many clones. So I will give this a 7.8 out of 10. All right, next we have magma, and the magma fruit. Unawakened, okay, let's get this out of the way. We're doing awakened versions. Unawakened, I might make a part 2 for it, I guess, maybe. But I can also tell you in this video, I guess. But magma's pretty good. You can just sit here, spam moves from the air, go on top, and like wait for them to die in the magma because magma does ticking damage. So yeah, I love the magma fruit. 9.5 out of 10. Quake. Oh my gosh. Quake, trash, bro. Everything does like knockback, bro. Besides the C move, never mind. Even the C move does knockback. I got that wrong. Even the C move does knockback. Everything is just a knockback monster, bro. I'm giving this thing like a 2 out of 10 for grinding, bro. Buddha fruit, 10 out of 10. M1, damage reduction. 10 out of 10. Best grinding fruit in the game, Awakened. Even unawakened, it beats most of the grinding fruits. Okay, next we have the Love Fruit, and Love Fruit best known for its F move, which kind of just flies you in the air, and also the Besto Friendo move, it spawns a clone that does a bunch of damage until it dies, and you can just stay up here, spam moves, and, you know, chill, and let your Besto Friendo do all of the work for you while you spam moves. So I would have to give this an 8 out of 10. Next is Spider, and Spider, the moves, you have to hold all of the moves, so if you get hit while you're using the move, it's kind of like done, it's just over. I wouldn't say it's bad, I wouldn't say it's good. I'd give this a good 6 out of 10. Sound Fruit, I am biased towards Sound Fruit because I hate it, so if you want an honest rating on Sound Fruit, I would not come here. I'm giving this thing like a 1 out of 10, bro. I hate Sound Fruit, bro. I hate it. I just hate it. I can't. Phoenix Fruit, yes, you can heal. Yes, you can sky camp, but there's only 2 moves that you can really use. Unless you're in like full transformation, then there's 3 moves. Not too much in the arsenal, nope. So I'd have to give this like a 3 to 4 out of 10. I have to pick 3.5 out of 10. Portal Fruit, 1 out of 10, bro. Yes, you can travel to different islands easily, instantly, but this thing, even if you're sword main, it's kind of just mid, bro. 1 out of 10. Next is Rumble, another Logia. I mean, Rumble, it's an all-around fruit. Awaken, of course. Unawakened, oh man, we don't even want to talk about that, but I'd have to give Rumble a good 7 out of 10. Next is the Pain Fruit. Let's just give it a 2 out of 10 and move on. Next is Blizzard. The moves are pretty stackable. You can use them with each other. Even the F move, you can just like, you can literally sit here and like do the F move until they die if you really wanted to. And of course, Blizzard Domain, you can pull them in, do a bunch of damage. And lastly, it's a Logia, all in one. 9 out of 10 for grinding. Gravity, trash. It got a rework, still trash. 3 out of 10. Now Mammoth, transform, use the F move, hold it. I'll give this a 7 out of 10. Next is T-Rex, 5 out of 10. It's just like an average fruit, bro. To be honest, average PvP, average grinding, 5 out of 10. Next we have the Dough Fruit, a Logia, long range moves, different variations of moves. It can travel on water to your next grinding island. A good 9.2 out of 10. 9.2 out of 10. Next is Shadow, saying this right now, 5 out of 10, just average grinding fruit. The Venom Fruit has a bunch of toxic stuff to it. It does damage over time for some moves, and 8.7 out of 10. Control Fruit, terrible, bro. Terrible. 1 out of 10. I hate using control for grinding. Spirit, I would give Spirit like a 4 out of 10. Actually, I changed my mind, because if you incorporate the spirits, you can heal and stuff. 6 out of 10. Dragon, negative 500 out of 10. Terrible grinding fruit, bro. Leopard Fruit, you can just transform, spam moves, and then spam M1s. Even though it does knockback, you can kill them before they know what hit them, so I would give this a good 7 out of 10. And lastly, we have the Kitsune Fruit, everybody's favorite spammy non-shower fruit. And I would give this a 9 out of 10. The moves don't do too much knockback, and of course you can transform in M1. You can M1 untransformed as well, so. But I hope you guys did enjoy. I hope you guys learned something from this video, and if you did enjoy the video, make sure you leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Join the Discord link in the description below for giveaways and more, and I will see you guys in the next one.